Namaste everyone. In today's video, we're going to focus on Muni Patanjali's Yoga Sutra 2.23. Now in this Yoga Sutra, Muni Patanjali is explaining to us why exactly Sanyog takes place, why is it so important for the merger of Purusha and Prakriti, and how does that impact the Yoga Sadhak, and what meaning can the Yoga Sadhak make from this Sanyog of Purusha and Prakriti. So let's take a good look at the Sutra, start breaking it up word by word and understand it even further. The Sutra itself goes, Swaswami Shakti Yoho Swarupopalabdhi Hetuhu Sanyogaha. Alright, so that is the Sutra 2.23. Let's now look at some of the words and start breaking it up even further. So the first word that we have here is Swa. And Swa refers to one's own, oneself. We hear Swa pretty often, even in words like Svadhyay. Swa is like this prefix that we use to indicate something that's your own, that belongs to you. So that is Swa. The next compound word here is Sva Shakti. So it's referring to a certain kind of Shakti or power of the self. And it's also talking about this ability of that power or that Sva Shakti to belong to someone, right? If it's a power, that means it has the ability to be somebody's or to belong to someone. And so that is what is referring to Sva Shakti. Then we come to Swami, which is a word that appears in the first compound section. And Swami here is referring to somebody who can own or can take control or can possess something. So Swami and Sva Shakti, the previous one. Then the next thing again is the word Shakti here. So it's talking about the power, the potential of the Swami Shakti as well. So we have Sva Shakti, Swami Shakti, and we're being told that the combined power of both of these together. And then we have the word Swarup. Now Swarup refers to one's own form. Swa means one's own, Rupa means form. So Swarup, we're talking about one's own state, one's own form. And then we come to the next word, which is Upalabdhi. Now Upalabdhi is a very commonly used Hindi word as well in the Hindi language, and Upalabdhi means usability, it means availability, it also refers to gaining or regaining something, and so that's what the word Upalabdhi is referring to here, and we'll understand it more in just a second. Then coming to Hetu. Now Hetu over here is referring to purpose, so it's trying to indicate this compound between the Upalabdhi and the purpose for that Upalabdhi and how that regaining helps in the overall yogic sadhana. And then of course the final word here is Sanyog, which refers to the linking of Purusha and Prakriti, or the illusion of the linking of Purusha and Prakriti. So now let's try to understand the sutra and see what it's trying to tell us. So what this sutra is essentially trying to say is that yes, there is Sanyog between Purusha and Prakriti. It's an illusory linking between these two eternal principles. And because of this Sanyog, a lot of things take place. We have experiences. We go through yogic sadhana in this particular lifetime. And as a yogic practitioner, it might be a little confusing to us that why is this Sanyog taking place? What are we supposed to understand from this? And this sutra tries to answer that question by saying that eventually through this Sanyog, we are being made aware of the immense power that both Purusha and Prakriti possess, and how this, these two dualities come together in a way to sort of give us the experience of life. But ultimately we have to understand that going back and trying to understand the Purusha state is what becomes of the most importance. So the sutra is essentially just engaging us a little bit further with the question of Sanyog. It's asking us to take a moment to understand what it means for Sanyog to happen between Purusha and Prakriti, and how this impacts the yoga practitioner, because each of us derive a different meaning from this occurrence of Sanyog. And so it's asking us to think a little bit and also helping in a way by guiding us in a particular direction. So overall, through this sutra, we're given a sort of positive indication of Sanyog. We're helped to understand that life is important. Life is indirectly being affirmed in this case through the sutra by helping us to understand that the ways in which we move towards liberation require us to go through these stages of life. And so we can't skip them. We can't overlook them. We have to kind of go through them. And as they always say, right, the journey is the destination in so many cases, and the process is the path. So we kind of just have to go through those different levels of yogic sadhana and practice to go from the state of feeling like we have the illusion of Sanyog to then becoming clearer and clearer and recognizing the power and the potency of Purusha and Prakriti in their own forms. And ultimately, of course, trying to move towards Kaivalya as we understand Purusha completely and Prakriti sort of dissolves in our experience for us. So that is what this sutra is trying to communicate. Of course, there are many more meanings. There's much more of an explanation for the sutra, but for this video, we wanted to just give you the basics and the overall understanding of it. So I hope this video has helped you. If so, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section below. And also, please don't forget to check out our classes. We have them every week and you can come and join us so we can interact and discuss the sutras together. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, take care. We're going to see you really soon. Namaste.